And welcome to the video review for HISHOUMARU, the next in the Shinobi team from Transformers Go, the three combiner dudes. We saw the Samurai team, Go Kenzan and Go Gano and Go Jinbu before, and all of them. This is now HISHOUMARU. We've already seen Gokusomaru. And since we moved, the shark is coming end of this month, probably. But this guy just came in, and he's very cool. He looks like he's supposed to be maybe a phoenix. He's definitely a bird of some sort. It's not the bestest bird form out there, but it's not bad. He's got the big tail blade here. And now this is his kabuto for his combiner. And like I said, with Gokusomaru, you just had the helmet. This is more of the chest plate and shield like we got with the Samurai team. It's not. It's a little less obtrusive, I think, than some of them because again, it attaches with this post back here on the back, and it blends in pretty nicely aside from the face there. But you know, if you're not looking, you don't see it. You can also take it and plug it in the other way because you can see as part of the weapon, it's got these guns down here. So if you want, you could actually plug it into plug it in like that and have him have a couple guns come up over his head there in bird mode. He kind of looks like an Autobot dive bomb, really, with the colors, the orange and yellow and black. But not a horrible bird mode. To transform him into robot mode, you go ahead and pull this off, unpeg the tail from right here, and then unpeg the legs here, and bring them down, just like that. I like to twist the thighs around so the screws are on the inside so they're not as noticeable on the outside of the thigh here. You don't have to do it. It's just something I do. Fold these up. Flip the feet up. And you can actually come back here and flip the fists out for torso mode just for some added heel support, just like you could on Gokusomaru. He stands okay without him. He is a lot more solid if you flip those pieces out. So entirely up to you. Just I would recommend doing it. Flip these around. You can have these positioned however you wish. They come positioned like that. I think that's the official way is to have the feet, the bird feet on the back. But yeah, bring the head down. Actually, you gotta kind of pull it down and rotate it, and then flip it all the way down. This piece flips up. The head flips up. There is a little bit of a gap there, but nah, what can you do? Well, you can not put a gap there, but at this point, I don't have the ability to go back in time and change the design team's design. Then the arms unplug and come down like this. You fold the feathers back. And there you have HISHOUMARU in robot mode. He does have the same type of like super long legs as Jinbu back here. If you look at him from the back, you can see it. But the chest plate up here does actually do a much better job of hiding that and giving him, you know, hip joints here as well as knee joints here. That it's not as obvious like I'm just giant legs. And then the sword here, you can hold the tail as a sword. You can flip this up. You can hold this as a weapon. You can also plug it right in here in the back of this piece. You can store it on his back here. And just like before, if you want to, you can flip this up. This doesn't flip all the way down, so it'd be a really tall gun on his back there. But you can do that if you want. It's intended to just store back here, which even that is a little large and obtrusive, but not horrible. I like his colors. Again, I'm a big sucker for orange, so there. But yeah, not bad. He suffers from being a three-part combiner, and but there's definitely like you said with Gokusomaru and this guy, I'm definitely seeing some we learned from the first process because they're not perfect, but I see a lot of really solid improvements on these guys versus the Samurai team. So if you have to pick one or the other, I think these guys, I can't judge it completely until the shark comes out and I have all three of them to mess with. But so far, these guys are really stepping up the game over the Samurai team. They're not perfect, but they're much improved. So there you got that, and there he is in his robot mode. And to go to torso mode, which we'll do next, flip these out like this. fold the arms right back up into where they were for bird mode. Flip his head. Well, actually, his head can stay up. Go ahead and pull off the kabuto here. Yeah, the arms come up. You want to rotate these like this so they can go. Where's that hinge? There we go. You want to bring that hinge around. See this hinge right here on the shoulder. You want to fold this up so that comes around like this. There we go. See, there's a texture pattern here, and that's where the hinge is. You can see the hinge. Find the hinge and then rotate it out so it goes out to the side like that. The easiest way. Then bring these up so they come out to the side. Bring the arms down. Add to this joint. Again, I like to rotate it so the screws aren't visible. Bring these around. Just like on HISHOUMARU, these big feet rotate down and around and just kind of store under the arm there. You can rotate them around to sit on the outside of the arm if you wish. You can have it. If you want to, you can bring it around and plug it in out over here. Personally, I like having them just sit behind the arm. Rotate this so this comes up to the elbow, and then you're good to go. But that's, again, little tweaks you can do on your own, entirely up to you. But I do like having the foot come up to kind of form like an elbow pad on the combined formed arms on both him and Gekiso. So yeah, bring these up, and then you take the again the kabuto plugs in, and this actually you can actually put HISHOUMARU in leg mode, which is where he is in this official combiner, and plug these in and loosely kind of hold it together. It's missing its whole like spine and lower torso because the shark's not connected yet, but you can do it. I'm not going to do that here just for the sake of time. We will focus on all the fully combined modes when we have all three of them. But there's a couple of pegs right here that peg in right here on the chest. Should just tab it right in there. Oh, there we go. Got to get over the. You want to make sure that the phoenix head kind of, the back part of that kind of holds it in place as well. So you want to make sure that's right in place. Flip the head down. These you can position however you wish. You can pose the wings independently of the forearm as well. But there's the torso there. And that's not a bad looking torso either. We're getting some nice torsos, at least, from the Shinobi team here. You take the new combined weapon, you take this, you plug the whip into this. These lion swords plug onto either side of this, and then when the shark arrives, you take the shark tail fins that form a shuriken and attach them up here, and that's the combined mode. It's like a weird kind of whip weapon, and he can hold that right here in his hand. So there's HISHOUMARU as a torso, and just to compare them, here he is with I'll back up a little bit with HISHOUMARU as torsos. So like I said, we're getting some really nice looking upper robots so far in this line. And real quick, his official mode, since they do connect together, I am going to go ahead and attach, I'll transform him into his abdomen mode and connect him to the back of HISHOUMARU just to show you how that's done. So it goes down. So you flip his head down, you flip this down, and that's going to be the attachment point here. You rotate this around, you want to flip this up, bring these down, and you want to rotate this so these come up. Flip the fist in. And bring these around to the sides here. Just like that. We're forming the backpack here. Get down. Rotate this so these come up. Flip the fist in. And bring this around to the side. So you've got this. You want to bring these down. Like here's the positioning you want. This is going to be the clip that clips into this, and this right here clip into the back of him, and this is going to be where the shark attaches when that comes out. So you bring all these back to form the backpack here. Make sure the legs are tabbed together, although that won't become an issue later on. And these are going to form kind of like the hip skirts for combined mode. So you take him back here, and you can see this piece right here is going to snap up into this orange clip, and then these tags right here are going to peg into the yellow part. And even more than that, to help combine it, this peg right here where the tail pegged in plugs into the bottom of the helmet here up on HISHOUMARU. So it really all comes together very solidly. So you basically snap this in and then push these tabs here into the yellow part. And you can see this automatically just slides right into the orange connector there. And then these two tabs on the back of the helmet, you bring the legs up all the way. And sometimes it helps if you just bring them up first and then peg them together. Pegs together, and then they peg into that, which makes a very solid, like there's the upper body. And you notice he doesn't really contribute much more than a backpack and some filler here on the spine. Like he doesn't form like a huge chunk in the middle like some of the samurai team did. He forms a backpack, obviously, and again fills in that spine piece and solidifies that. And then HISHOUMARU will plug in right here. But so and like the orange here complements the orange up on HISHOUMARU, and it's really looking nice. Like it's really looking like this guy might be a really nice combiner once all's said and done. Let me see if I can't back up just a little bit to show you a little bit how that's going to look. So yeah, it's coming together very nicely. It really all depends on whether the shark's going to end up killing the aesthetic. But I don't think it will. I think at this point there's going to be some little tweaks you'll be able to make with the shark guy's legs to really make this mode shine, because this right here is really looking awesome. But yeah, there you go. There is the review for the second of the Shinobi team, HISHOUMARU. Just real quick as an addendum, you can actually take HISHOUMARU and flip his legs down to form the Gestalt mode feet. It looks a little skinny, especially from the waist down here, but again, that's because you're missing the bulk of the shark. But yeah, there it is. You can kind of pull together something resembling a giant robot there with just the two of them. Just want to add that onto the end.